Hey everyone, I'm back. Sorry it's been so long. I've been very busy with schooling. But I did want to come back and give you guys some tips that were on test 2. We are about to take test 3, so it's been a little while. So test 2 was more about vitals. Yeah, it was a big part. There was some math on this one, so today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips and pointers about major things that we learned in class. So as I said, vitals was a big part. And how I remembered vitals, I put all of the beginning letters together. So for vitals, you want to look at what I call TP bro. And that stands for temperature, pulse, blood pressure, respiratory, oximetry pulse, and there's also pain, but I didn't add pain. But pain is one. So for your norms of temperature, you want to be anywhere between 96.8 and 99.5 degrees Fahrenheit. These are normals. So anything outside of that, you are going to be a little concerned, or you might want to retake. Give it some time and retake and make sure. Some things that can alter temperature could be if the patient had a hot or cold beverage. If you know that the patient has some type of illness. But again, these are your normals. These are the boundaries that you want to be or have your patient in line with. Now, there is a little bit of controversy in my class as to how high, because this number can go a little bit above 99.5 before you really start to worry. And in some books, it says that 100.4 would be a high point, and that's when you want to kind of watch it. But again, stay in these borders and you would never go wrong. Where are some points that you can take temperature? There are some points that we call surface temperatures, and there are some places that we call core temperatures. So your core is going to give you your most truest reading because it is inside the body or closest to being inside of the body. So a core temperature would be like your rectal or your temporal. So your temporal is like right across here, and they say that this is a core temperature because it's so close to one of the arteries in your head. So it is going to give you truer reading. Some of your surface temperatures are going to be your oral, your tympanic, and your axillary. Your axillary is under your arm, oral is in your mouth, and your tympanic is in your ear. So those are some pointers. The next in our TP bro is going to be pulse. Pulse. Now with pulse, there's a few different ways you can do it. One way is going to be at the apex of the heart, which is right under here in your mitral region. Anytime you listen to the apex of the heart, you are going to listen to for 1 full minute. There's no shortcuts on that. There are shortcuts otherwise in other places of the body. One would be your radial, your brachial, your carotid, your popliteal, your I have a hard time with words, posterior tibia, and your dorsalis pedis. Those you can all listen to for 30 seconds and times them by 2 to get a 1 minute pulse. A normal pulse should be anywhere between 60 and 100 beats. 60 and 100 to 100, excuse me. So again, anytime that you do the actual heart, you're going to listen to for 1 minute. Anytime you do any of the other areas, you're going to listen for 30 seconds, times that by 2, and get your reading. Now, all right, so we'll go over norms, and then I'll tell you a little bit about abnormals with pulse and breathing. The next one in our TP Bro is B for blood pressure. Blood pressure norm is anywhere, we say less than 120/80 is normal. Anything above this, again, you are going to be a little bit worried about, because then you start talking about pre-hypertension and hypertension. If a patient you already know has hypertension and they start falling below their norm, then again, that is something that calls for a little bit of concern. But a normal patient should be anywhere between less than 120/80.